How do, and welcome back. I've just had a break from doing some tidying up and things like that, sorting out this garage. I'm getting there. I'm finally getting there. The end is in sight. But what I've also done is bottled a wine that I found and I sort of forgot about. It was 12 months in the demijohn. Well, nearly, because I'd written on it what did I write on? Oh, 18/9. No, 12/9. So yeah, it's only a couple of weeks shy of actually being in there for 12 months. And it's a very unusual wine. It's a very cheap wine. And I made a mistake when I bottled. It was crystal clear in the demijohn. And there's a reason for this. You can see it's just all shaken up again. Yeah, it's a very peculiar wine. It's cheap. It's less than £2 for 5 litres. And that's because it's made with Semolina. I had to be careful then. I kept calling it salmonella wine, but it's not. It's Semolina. It's made out of Semolina. And I saw the recipe on a YouTube video by a guy who lives up in, I think it's the Orkneys or the Shetlands. And he brews his own wine, and he just likes to do a lot of experimentation. The channel name is Happy Homestead, and one of the things he experimented with was Semolina. And he said it was brilliant. He couldn't believe how good it tasted after it had finished. And he said it tasted like a grape wine. So I thought, well, I'm going to try this. And here we are. But I left mine for 12 months because I forgot about it. He recommends about 3 months. And when I was bottling, I thought, oh, after 12 months, that's going to be, you know, really compact. All the sediment, all the semolina will have really compacted down into the bottom of the demijohn, but it hadn't. Semolina doesn't seem to compact. And so I put my, I put the tube in, which has like a filter thing at the bottom. And lo and behold, as soon as it touched the bottom, everything started to cloud up again. So it's going to take another probably day or two for this to clear. But I took a taste from the tube, as you do. You put some in a slide glass and just have a taste, and I'm telling you, this is a really surprising wine. And so I thought, put the camera on. Now, I don't have a wine glass because I'm not really a wine drinker, but I've got a beer glass. So for you wine connoisseurs out there, you'll just have to, you know, forgive the beer glass. But I wasn't thinking I was going to be drinking wine today. In the demijohn though, well, certainly after the year, it was crystal clear. Maybe a little bit of a haze. But what it was like crystal clear, and it had like a wine, a white wine. You know, it's got that slightly like a yellowy or a greeny sort of tinge to it. It had the same thing. The aroma, it doesn't smell that alcoholic. So let me tell you the recipe, and I'll put a link to him brewing this down below. It uses 500 grams of semolina. I think it's a kilogram or just over of just regular table sugar. And then a little bit, I think it's about 100 mils of lemon juice. And that's it. That literally is it. So I just had a look online, and semolina 500 grams is... Well, what do you know? My battery failed and I didn't have a backup. So I've had to recharge, and that's taken, well, it's about 2 hours now. So, which is good because it means I've been able to have another wine. I was actually explaining the price list when I got cut off rudely. Basically, it's really cheap. The semolina, it's 500 grams, and that's the princely sum of £1. Then the sugar, it's about 1 kilogram, or I think it's maybe about 12 kilograms. Sorry, 12 kilograms, 1.2 kilograms. So you're looking at what, 80-90p there, and then a little bit of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, maybe you know, about 50 ml, 100 ml. So all in all, it's about £2. £2 to make 5-6 bottles. That's really cheap. And according to the guy on the YouTube channel, Happy Homestead, he said it's really good, and it tastes just like a grape wine. Nothing at all to do with semolina in the flavour. So let's dive in and see what it tastes like. And you know what? It's spot on. Now, heavy caveat here. I'm not a wine connoisseur. I don't even really drink wine. Very rarely do I drink wine. But that to me tastes like wine. Tastes like a grape. Now he says he thinks it tastes quite Chardonnay. It is white wine. It does taste like white wine. And even the you know, the appearance of it when it was clear, it looked like wine. It had that greeny, that yellowy tinge to it. It's remarkable because it's semolina. Semolina, sugar, and a little bit of lemon juice. But it's you know, if you was to give that to friends, especially if you could get it really clear, they wouldn't know that that's homebrew. They wouldn't know it's not a great wine. They certainly wouldn't think it was semolina. It's just really nice. I'm gonna start drinking some of these wines, I think. In fact, I'm gonna brew some this weekend. Obviously, I made a mistake. I left this too long. I forgot about it. He recommends 3 months, not 12. And also, whereas I brewed in the demijohn, he actually brewed in a plastic bucket, and then he transferred after about a week, I think, into a demijohn. Well, of course, that's going to get rid of a lot of this semolina. Whereas mine, it was just full at the bottom. Now, I thought it would compact, just like sediment in a beer does, but it didn't, you know. So there you go. What I'm going to do is follow his guidance. I'm going to get a plastic bucket. I'll brew it in there for a week. I'll then rack it into a demijohn. And then probably I'll rack each month. So there'll be 2 rackings. And then the last racking, of course, month 3, that will be for when I'm bottling, basically. But by that time, there should be very little semolina left. And I should have a nice clear wine then. There may be a little bit of haze, you know, we're not filtering. But yeah, I mean, if you was to have friends around and you was to offer them this, and they like wine, you know, casual wine drinkers, I don't think they would even suspect it's not a grape. That is really, really surprising. So I'm going to put it on about 3 or 4 demijohns this weekend. And why not? It's so cheap. £2 per demijohn. And then by Christmas, yeah, in 3 months, December, we'll have quite a lot of bottles, about 20 bottles, 25 bottles of a really nice wine. Dirt cheap. All for the princely sum of, what will it be, about £6-8, something like that. Maybe a tenner if you want to do 5. Very nice. So I'm going to be busy at the weekend because I'm also brewing a beer. Let me show you what came today. From the malt miller. I've got the ingredients for the first beer of the book, you know, the book I'm writing, and I've decided it's just going to be like an English, traditional sort of English pale ale. And so for that reason, I'm only going to be brewing 12 litres because it's going to be like an experiment, a test. If I need to tweak it, I'm not, you know, spent a lot of money on 25 litres or 23 litres. So I'm just going to be making like a 12 litre batch. And so I've got a kilogram of spray malt, just light malt extract, dry malt extract. I've got another 500 grams of this knocking about, so the two together, that will give me enough of the base malt. And then specialty malts, I've gone for crystal, just a normal crystal, which I'm hoping is going to give me some like nice caramelly toffee notes. And then for a little bit of, say, roastiness, I've gone also for a dark crystal. Hopefully that will give me some like nice roasty flavours in there as well. So these are my specialty grains. I'm not going to use a lot of the dark, just enough. It will just give maybe a depth to the colour and give a little bit of roastiness in there. And then the hops, I'm only going to use one. And it is the good old all-rounder First Gold. This is 6.6 alpha acids. It's good in the boil, it's good for flavour, it's good for aroma, it's just a nice all-rounder. And I thought as the first recipe in the book, the one that I'm going to be actually using to actually walk people through like a brew day, I thought this would be a nice one to use. So First Gold, I do like First Gold. I like the flavour. It's got like a little bit of spiciness to it. It's also got some citrusy notes in there. So it's a pleasant hop, and I don't find the bitterness is too sort of astringent. It's got a nice soft bitterness. Now its alpha acid is 6.8, so I'm not looking for an overly bitter beer, maybe somewhere between 25 and 30 IBU. Now I know the alpha acid, I can actually calculate how many grams of this I need to use for the boil. And so that's it. That's what I'm going to be doing over the weekend. I'm going to be, I'll probably be filming it if I can. I'll be doing my my first brew for the book, which is a traditional pale ale, English pale ale. So I'm going to be busy with the wine and the beer. Oh, put that over there. But yeah, hey, give this a go, really. I mean, for the price, you're not losing anything, are you? But you will be surprised. I know the guy on the Happy Homestead video, he was really surprised. I'll put a link down below to his brew day. He was really surprised how good this tasted. In fact, he did it twice. This is his refined recipe. He was so impressed the first time, he refined it. And this is the refined recipe, and I'll put that link down below. Also, he later followed up with a taste test, and I'll put a link down below of his taste test too. Really impressed with this wine. So thanks for watching. Give this one a go. It's cheap and it's really good. I don't think you'll be sorry. And as always, I'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye for now.